Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. There is a pan of half-baked calamari attempting to overwrite my hard drive, but none of that matters right now because this is the 27th episode of the Gentleman's Gank podcast. I'm Tim.
I'm drinking.
And I'm tired.
And as per the last two, Dominic is not here.
He
Wait,
is
wait,
committed
wait.
seppuku over fish.
I believe. Wait, Dominic was here the last two. Scratch that.
Yes, I am definitely Dominic.
Dominic, you're alive.
Moving
Oh my
on,
goodness.
we have received the official news.
The official news.
Splash Data has announced its annual list of the 25 most common passwords found on the internet, thus making them the worst passwords of 2014.
Please tell me password is up there still.
Number 2. Password. No change from 2013.
Alright. Now we gotta guess what the next one is.
Wait, what's number
Password
1?
1234.
What's number
I was about
1?
to say. I was gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is
Or any numeral order.
That's the combination on my suitcase.
Wait, is it ASDF?
Nope. Password number 1 is 123456. No change from 2013.
Probably not a change from 2012 either.
Or 11, or 10, or 9.
You people are so unoriginal.
In
To be fair though,
a massive jump from 2013, moving up 17 places, is the rank 3 password. 1,
Justin Bieber.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
It hurts.
It beat out.
Kind
It
of
beat
dying
out the
inside.
previous third place, which is now the fourth place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Oh, that's number 11. It moved down 4 from its
Wow.
previous position.
Well, I
Using
guess that's
7
because a lot of
characters
places
instead
are
of
now
6.
requiring either 6 or 8. And that's honestly the truth.
Alright, let me go ahead and rattle some off. Number 5 and down is QWERTY. 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's stayed in that place since 2013. 1, 2, 3, 4 moved up 9. Baseball is a new one. Dragon's another new one. Football's another new one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 moved down 4. Monkey is number 12, moved up 5. Let Me In, number 13. ABC123. Place 15, moved down 8, is 111111. Followed by Mustang and Access, which are both new. Shadow, which is unchanged. And Master, Michael, Superman, and 696969 are all new. Number 23 is 123123. It moved down 12. Batman is new for 24th place.
Batman's
And
new?
Yep. And the 25th place is Trust No, the number 1. So Trust No 1. And it moved down 1 from its previous place at 24.
That one's at least creative. I will give props to that one.
Trust No 1.
Yeah. In comparison to the entire list that you've just read off, it's either that or 696969.
Yes, trust
For
no
the
one.
most creative.
Especially the person who recommended that to you as your password.
Splash Data, as always, offers 3 simple tips to be safer from hackers online. Number 1, use passwords of 8 characters or more with mixed types of characters. All of the passwords above were all lowercase, except for the numbers, which were uppercase numbers. Number 2 is avoid using the same username password combination for multiple websites, unless they're garbage, and that is my addendum. If this is a password to get into a stupid website that you will never reactivate again. Use whatever the heck you want. And number 3, use a password manager such as Splash ID to organize and protect passwords, generate random passwords, and automatically log on to websites. Problem with Splash ID: it's crackable.
We've already had enough password hackings in the last 2 years, I would say. That it just shows there's nothing safe about the internet. So please make a secure password, make it once, and do not ever change it.
For each site. Alright, moving on. We had PAX South, and a lot of new games were shown. Pillars of Eternity, they had an interview with them. Jump Jet Rex. Homeworld Remastered is coming. And Video Ball, which we might actually play on this channel at some point.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, Video Ball
What is
is a game like sports. Basically how it is described.
Is it like Capture the Fun?
It's
'Cause
here.
everyone loves
I'm
Capture
going.
the
I'm
Fun.
going to their website, which is coincidentally videoball.net. Video Ball is a sport, which is by coincidence electronic. It is casual enough to play at a child's birthday party, and hard enough to televise during an apocalypse.
But how about both at the same time?
Yes. Video Ball has also been shown to cause inflammation of the gladenoids. Do not tell your doctor that you have been playing Video Ball. Basically, you use your analog stick or directional buttons to move. You press any button on the Xbox controller to shoot. And depending on how long you hold a button, it shoots a larger projectile. And if you hold it too long, it creates a block, which blocks things. The board is set up sort of like a rink, sort of like almost an ice rink, maybe. There are different rinks you can choose, but there are balls, which are circles. It's all flat 2D, really flat 2D. There are balls that roam around, and you shoot them to make them go in a different direction and have any sort of velocity. And you try and shoot them into the opponent's goal, and they try and shoot them into your goal, and it looks very interesting. I look forward to playing it. I look forward to losing spectacularly to Pierre, as I have in every other game. Moving on! Defense of the Ancients 2 and League of Legends are going to be banned in the Philippines. So, the reason for this, some of the lawmakers in the city of Marikina and Manila are working together to draft out a law prohibiting internet cafes from allowing their patrons to play Dota 2 and LoL. This is due to the fact that a number of parents complained that the games would interfere with the schooling of the children, the education, and that there's been a number of reports of violence that were attributed to the games. Especially Dota 2, because there was a child stabbed over 40 times due to alleged Dota 2 account hacking. Also, a teenager killed his grandmother for interrupting his game. Also, a brawl that happened inside an internet cafe that caused a boy's death.
Why are people so stupid? Why?
So, yeah, you might soon be losing all of your Filipino friends on League of Legends and Dota 2.
I can't exactly blame them.
No, you really can't.
Though, to be fair, this may just be the driving force that puts a stronger regulation on uh, online game sales. Because we already have we have the ESRB, and that's being very much pushed by a lot of policies with companies just to keep the government from putting in a policy,
Yes,
which is good.
because we don't need them.
That Well, it's good that we've decided to take it into our own hands instead of letting the government handle it, and that we're taking responsibility of the situation.
Yes,
That's good news.
because the
What's
lesser.
bad news is when people like this still do stupid things. But thankfully, it's not the ESRB's fault. This is another country.
Yeah. And the ESRB is still viewable over there as well. So,
It's just a little harder to see.
I'm pretty sure all of the games are. I mean, it's League of Legends. It's an online game regardless, and so it's gonna have the ESRB on there, no matter where you're viewing it from. And I'm sorry, I said regardless, not irregardless, which is the correct. So, moving on. Microsoft demonstrates the HoloLens holographic headset. Shoot.
Shoot.
Shoot what?
I hate you all.
Okay.
Talk
So
about
what is this
it.
thing?
You don't know?
Oh, the HoloLens, yes. The new Microsoft thing that they announced at the the recent Microsoft conference. It's pretty much holographic interactivity with a headset, but it's kind of like Google Glasses, but more awkward.
It's also not for general everyday use, in the sense that Google Glasses are. Google Glasses are designed for you walking down the street and looking up something, and the HoloLens is used for in-office or in-home holographic computing. Essentially, you go up
Wonder
to
what the
your
graphics-
computer and you put on your glasses to surf the web.
Imagine what the graphics requirements are.
I mean, a lot of it is intended to work through your glasses.
The way from the sounds of it, it's going to work is it's going to you're going to establish lock-ons within your perimeter, which it will then take that into mind whenever you're moving around. It'll look for those objects to establish and then use that to pinpoint how the room's going to rotate.
Mm-hmm. And it's actually, they've got a lot of uses planned for it. One of their big demonstrations was using Minecraft, and they projected Minecraft holographically into a room. So, on the table was your house, and underneath the table was a big cave and cavern system, and so they've got great ideas. Now they just need to, make it not look crappy like the Google Glass, and make it actually work, and get people to actually develop things for it so that it won't be completely useless.
And make it smaller.
Yes.
Like, oh my goodness, that thing is huge.
It's not as big as the 3D reality alien head that we saw last week.
Yeah. That was like you just got LASIK surgery big.
I mean, I had to go get a back and neck rub after that. Just
That looked heavy.
I didn't even wear it. I had to get this.
I wonder if it would feel the same way as like when I get haircuts. When I take it off, my head just feels 100 times lighter.
Yeah, and your hair doesn't even get really that long, but I understand the feeling.
It just feels like you take a pound or two off your head, and that just makes a
Yeah.
huge difference. I can't imagine having to wear something that big constantly. But technology is moving forward. We doubled memory every 2 years.
There is a limit to that. That's a paradigm that
Well,
we
that's molecular space. Eventually, we will run out of space, or technology will become too fragile for it to even sustain itself.
it's actually estimated by the last time I heard about this. It was estimated to come to a close about 6 years from now,
That sounds about right. That sounds fair. I can accept that. I
and
mean,
and
it's a
then
good.
it's gone. You know, we won't be able to double it from then on, just simply because science.
Science. I mean, yeah.
I don't know, if we can figure out how to unboil an egg, we can figure out how to put 4 bits of data on a single electron.
Yeah, no. And we're talking about Moore's law. Um, the number of transistors in a dense integrated circuit doubles approximately every 2 years. And
Mhm.
it's actually been correct. Yeah, it's conjectured to continue until about 2020. One source actually expects it to end this year, but that growth is gonna. It's already continuing, so 2020 is probably going to be the end.
Well, a lot of technology is actually moving to go back to bigger layouts. Like you've seen, people are moving back towards having bigger phones, uh, bigger tablets, bigger laptops. People have moved away from small and going back to big.
Yeah.
Or that just might be the US. Japan, on the other hand, still likes things on the smaller scale. So I wonder the Xbox One didn't sell well over there.
Yeah.
Coming to America, new 3DS XL.
Prime example.
Yeah.
Yes. We have some scrappy news, like The Elder Scrolls Online is ditching subscriptions,
Yay!
so
That
it's
mean
now going to be free to play, same as every other
no, it's a
MMO,
one-time pay.
a one-time pay.
Yeah, you purchase the game.
Excuse me, princess. The reason there actually I was reading an article about this on one of my um, professional correspondences that actually spoke to this, saying that it's not really just they're following the path of everyone else. It's additionally the smartest way to do it. Because you start off and you get a whole bunch of money from people who are really interested in the game, and then you get the rest of the people by doing a one time or a free to play a year or two later. You make a one time or you make a free to play, and then you get all of the sales based off of mini purchases
And it just screws over your fan base because so many of them have put their loyalty into this, and for them to just find out, hey,
the,
we're not actually going to keep this standard anymore. But I am happy to hear what the compensation that they did give to players for this.
compensation's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy to see, honestly, that a lot of these are planned,
Yeah.
and it makes sense from a business point of view. So I don't really blame them, and especially because it's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every for the past 2 years now, every MMO that has come out, I have known that it was going to be free to play, like a
Eventually, it doesn't.
year or
There's
two
nothing that
later.
there's nothing that keeps up with World of Warcraft these days.
Yeah, and there never has been.
Though there are games that are
There are
that
games
allow
that
you to buy accessories or even extra parts that have given benefit to paying towards servers and such, and those
Yeah.
have been massively successful. Like the Team Fortress 2, it thrives on its
well, and World of
free to
Tanks.
play
Like World of Tanks is massively
or Eve.
yeah, or Eve or
Oh my goodness.
Spreadsheet Simulator, you mean?
Yeah.
Alright, well. You got anything else to add?
I think I'm set. I mean, it's been a pretty quiet week on news this week. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, regrettably. Well, we shall see you next time. This has been your host, Jonathan Davis.
Pierre.
And your narrator, Tim Fisher.
And we will see you next time. A biento.
Good night, everybody.
See you.